That's pure gaping.
Right. Come on in, John.
We're in. Can I come into the good room?
Of course you can. Get that mic on you, the fuck.
This is, I got it on.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Fucking ready, boy.
Right. Shall we?
There we go.
Do we need to clap or anything? No?
Nah, should be fine. It's quite easy with this audio. There we go. Episode 40 whatever.
Something.
Don't know yet.
43.
Don't know what the fuck. We don't know what we're doing in that episode. Have to look at the edit.
How'd you find that?
I thought it was very, very entertaining.
Who do we have on?
We had the Neeson brothers. Brother Neeson and brother Kieran for a Sunday sermon.
They sound super religious the way you said that.
No. Yeah. You have to believe in something.
Brother Neeson.
Brother Neeson. the Brother Neesons. The Brother Neesons. We delved into a few bits and pieces. We got to learn about Kieran a wee bit.
We learned what tiny life was like whenever you were younger.
Life, yeah.
Even though you didn't do any of that.
We weren't involved in it, but
none of that stuff.
There was a society there within Marfelt years ago.
Society.
I'm glad it's been cleaned up. I'm glad they all grew up. Really good episode. Delved into everything.
Yeah.
Wee bit of religion, wee bit of government, wee bit of money, living wage. Everything is fucking everybody off at the moment, which is a lot of stuff.
Interesting stuff.
And all round, nice wee chat.
It was a nice wee flow.
Wee conspiracy bits and pieces too. Bit. Yeah, a few ghosts showed up, aliens, Epstein, just the normal,
I think it was just a good yarn.
Normal conversations, yeah.
Loved it.
I think everybody will enjoy that. You could maybe run a bath and listen to it. You could maybe sit in the house, watch it on YouTube.
Where to watch this.
You could maybe listen to it on your commute in the mornings.
Could do.
You know, you have that option. There's audio, there's video. Either way.
John, tell everyone where we're at. How wonderful
Marfelt. No, sorry, we're in the Flax. The Flax Inn in Marfelt. I think this is King Street.
Is it?
I think so.
You know me in streets, I don't fucking know.
Neesons are nodding here, that is King Street. And in here we have a Guinness cave out the back, beautiful setting. We have the good room upstairs that's getting a serious bashing at the moment. There's a hen in here, there was an engagement last week. We're here a few nights a week.
It's good crack.
We're maybe planning a few events in the future as well.
So come to the Flax.
They have darts.
Aye.
Ashtrays. Lovely open fire the odd time. Lovely staff. All the sports usually on.
They have those crisps. What do you call them? The
crisps.
The bacon fries and
bacon fries, scampi fries.
Scampi fries.
They've got all your spirits, your liqueurs you could think of, and all round just a really lovely pub.
Come to the Flax.
Come to the Flax, and yeah, I think.
Cool. Do you have anything else to promote or do anything like that?
Not at the moment, but I will. I will in the future.
Yeah. Oh, I got this new tattoo.
Oh yes, tap
Stephen O'Kane. I'll give him a wee shout out.
We'll get a wee picture.
If anyone needs any tattoos,
couple of weeks.
He's in Belfast for I don't know how long, a couple of months maybe. But he's very good.
Tower of the tattoos. If anybody wants that style, fantastic. Yeah. But yeah, let's cue the board on and get the Neeson brothers baptized into the world of podcasting.
I was like, what was Jesus' real name in his own language? It says Yeshua. I was like, Yeshua translates into Joshua.
Why should we saying Yeshua then?
That's what we can do. I don't want to go too far into it. Like we can discuss this later.
Anyway, welcome, Neesons. How are you doing?
Oh, good.
Kieran, thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
You look like you had a rough night last night. No.
No, I was up playing FIFA.
Playing FIFA. Good luck.
About 6 in the morning.
You good at FIFA?
Nope.
That's why you're up to 6.
I was playing.
You weren't winning.
I'm playing professional.
That's not started at all, eh?
I think that I've 78 goals and I'm only in December. So.
Good. Your mic is actually dropping down there. It should be alright. Should be? Alright. I think. I don't know. Put it closer to the zip. I mean further down. No, wait, other direction. Like in the middle. That's better there. Anyway, welcome Neeson brothers. How you doing? Are you glad to be here?
Well, it's a Sunday morning.
Your third time's a charm.
What can I say?
Podcast.
Yeah. This is a trilogy. You always go for the trilogy, so you do.
The third one's always shite though, isn't it?
It's like who did we call her last night? She said that's 2 fights Katie Taylor had. Go for the trilogy now.
Yeah. What was that about? Like, what was that in? Was that like a
Boxing.
World thing. No, it was boxing. A world title heavyweight. What was it? Do you know?
She is light superweight or super light or something.
Fuck.
Is it the same as men boxing where there's like a load of different federations?
But there's only 2 minute rounds. But
Seriously,
but she can scrap. I watched her last night.
Probably make it more interesting, to be honest. 2 minute rounds, you could really just
2 minute, 10 minute rounds, or 10 rounds, 2 minutes.
I'm telling you, these 2 women would have kicked the fuck out of you last night.
Here, there was a hen do one in here last night. WC probably kicked the fuck out of us too.
She Connor Shivers, he says that's his biggest fear, handus. I don't know why.
We're in the good room, everybody, in the flax, we're in the good room. There's a hen do in here last night in a fucking deadly wee spot for events like class. I was going to say, Neeson, welcome. Sorry, Kieran. You're on Neeson Brothers. Kieran, have you ever listened to the podcast before?
All the time.
All the time?
Yep.
Are you a fan?
Are you a fan, or are you just wanting to hear about us just being bitches? Like,
No, it's good. Like you get on a few interesting guests. There's a few that I haven't listened to, but I tell you that anyway.
well, who did you listen to? That you
I
enjoyed?
like Sammy's. I like him talking about jumping into the jungle and stuff like that there.
That was cool.
And you have to listen to Stevens as well, don't you?
Yeah,
You have
to
to
represent. Very good.
And there's a few other cool ones, like Seamus Oaks was quite cool as well.
Oh, whiskey one.
What about whiskey? And then
Got half cup, not one.
who's the guy that did you like Ironmans and stuff you had on? No?
Who's that?
No, it's maybe Glenn.
Fucking Glenn White.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Glenn White.
Glenn was nice. He's very
That was
smart.
good as well.
I thought it was very Joe Rogan. His
You had
episode.
Big Tommy on too, so you did.
And you Tommy as well, yeah, Tommy was good as well.
His was very popular. You were getting people from all over the world, just like fucking class. And
Quite a people in Bali.
you were getting all these people
Like
from
Newcastle.
Newcastle, majority. One in the Isle of Man. There were 6 from Nambia, whatever it was. It's fucking madness. Fair play to him.
It was interesting, I enjoyed that as
A
well.
lot. That one.
Some stories behind them too.
It's crazy.
Kieran, on this podcast we do a quick fire. And
I've heard your quick fires, John. Sometimes you take half an hour. Talking about that.
you're only as quick as the conversation, Kieran. But beans or bacon?
Bacon.
Yeah.
Sausage or mushrooms?
Sausage.
These are
I don't
ridiculous.
think.
Potato bread or soda bread?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Because there's
You
time.
2 in front of you, what are you grabbing?
Right. How are they cooked? This here's why they don't end
Potato
up quick
bread.
fire. I'd probably go potato bread, but I like soda bread.
Or your preferred cook of each of them?
Toasted soda fried potato.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, so potato then.
I don't know. It depends on the context. What am I getting with it?
Yeah.
Like if
Let's move on.
no, actually, I'll go one toasted soda.
Toasted soda,
Yeah.
right, okay.
He's the one who wanted to go quick too.
I disagree. So this round's called Believe or Don't Believe.
Okay.
Aliens.
Not really, no.
No, you don't. Your brother does.
I think that
I don't believe in aliens.
Well, I think that there's probably other stuff out there.
I'll say it could be like fucking bacteria and all. It's still classed as aliens, like on the moon, like
I
wee
see.
worms, or
There's some-
there could be something like that there. But I don't really believe in fucking aliens.
I'd be telling everybody.
The big green-headed man.
Okay, what were you saying?
And there could be other stuff out there, but I don't have a clue. Like, but I don't know if I'd choose to say no aliens. I don't know what the fucking alien is.
There you are. That's fair enough. Loch Ness Monster.
No, it's definitely not.
I really want that to be true. I want people to believe in that.
There's
I think it's probably like a snake or I don't not a snake, but there'll be something there. But
It's escape.
Anaconda. Did you ever see that film?
fuck,
Did you ever see the film Anaconda?
man, I just listen to that kind of stuff in Joe Rogan's about anacondas. Like, there's some mad shit.
Scary
There's
bastards, like.
it's. I don't
Imagine you were on a boat trip and this
Yes.
fucking fucker was right beside you. Just
We went to
anacondas and sharks scare the shit out of me, and we have none of them in Ireland.
Thank
We,
God.
So
we
thank
went
God.
to Rome in the Colosseum. They're bad bastards in Rome, and I maybe told you this the last time. But they used to have, the very Colosseum, they had games and all.
Yeah.
And they used to get women there giving birth. As they were giving birth, they had an anaconda eating the child.
fuck off.
They were telling us that there when we were in the Colosseum. I was like, you sick, evil bastards.
Is that them like sacrificing it to the?
No, it was just their games. entertainment is like us watching TV. Is there entertainment, you know? And I was thinking to myself, you sick evil bastards.
We only know about this here because the tour guide fancied Stephen.
The tour guide never told me. We were fucking sitting there.
Handsome?
he was smaller than me, man. So he was a wee small, round Italian fella.
He turned around. Kieran was giving him stick the whole day, so he was.
We were delicate.
Then Kieran got us. He was like, "Take my number for another tour guide. Take my number." Then,
No way.
then Kieran
It's
turned
almost
around.
if we were ever coming outside of Rome, like if we were going to Pompeii and stuff, he'd do these tours, and I was like, oh, well, he just seems like a random tour guide, nice enough guy.
Do you still text him?
Kieran texted out there night, "Are you coming out for pinch, big lad?" He said something back like, "Oh, will you be there, handsome or something?"
Oh no.
Ghosts?
Nah.
Just not in general.
I don't think that there's
ghosts, like?
some spooky ghost, like, no.
You don't believe in anything at all, and no ghosts are hanging around. They're not no unfinished business. No.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't. It depends on what day you get me on. Like,
Right.
I'd say there's days that I'll probably tell you
believe in ghosts?
There's days that I'll say aye, and there's probably the other days that I'll say no. I don't know. There's just
It's fair. Whatever mood you're in.
I'm conflicted.
I love these answers. They're fucking brilliant.
Do you remember the whole family, Mark?
Yeah.
Aye. Do you remember the Blue Nun story?
Believe in it.
Do you believe in it? Do you believe in that?
Miss Cars.
I believe in a nun that turns blue and scares children, but I don't believe in ghosts.
You think she would have turned a different colour, like a scarier colour, like blue? Oh shit!
Where
Blue's
did
not
that?
scary.
We were talking about that not that long ago. Where did that all come from?
Blue Nun. I tried to piece together the story. It was literally just fragments of my memory just pulled together, and I don't think it's right. But there was some sort of story about the Blue Nun at the bottom of the field of our sports field. There was like a house there, and it used to be a nun. It used to be, what do you call it? Like a wee mini convent or like a parochial house. Nuns lived there. I can't remember what the story was. It was something about the nun fancied this man, and then her sister wasn't a nun and married him, and then she was jealous of the relationship. I can't remember. You know, probably some wee kid changed the story.
I mind it was Miss Cars. What they call it, Miss Cars?
Did you say the nun
Storeroom.
No.
All right.
It was a Miss Cars storeroom.
Our storeroom. What was that about? I remember something about that too.
She was in there. That Blue Nun was all over that place.
She did seances or something. In the storeroom.
I don't know what the fuck she was doing.
The teenage witch.
Well, we were talking to Shivers woman Bailey, and we asked her about the Blue Nun. Asked her, she worked in Holy Family.
She heard about it, did she?
The Blue Nun doesn't exist anymore. She disappeared. Must have got an exorcism.
Oh, no. So nobody's heard that story.
The Blue Nun don't exist anymore.
She'd ask other people, like other members of staff and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, this used to be a thing."
Yeah.
But it's just died off with the kids.
That's
Like.
really sad. We're gonna fucking bring it back.
But her Carrie was adamant that all this mad stuff happened because Carrie was bullshitted a lot whenever she was growing up. So she's adamant that she's seen like all this writing coming up on the screen and stuff like that there, which never happened. She also told us one time that she'd seen Santa.
She was adamant she'd seen Santa.
What did she see? Like, what was?
Why couldn't
She must have dreamt it that
made up
night.
things in her head and told it to the rest of us as kids.
She must have dreamt it that night or something. She's like, "Oh, we seen Santa." We woke up the next day, you know, she was telling us it was Christmas Day the next day, so she must have just dreamed it because she was a kid at that stage too.
I believe.
I believe. You sound like Peter Pan. I believe in fairies, I believe.
Demons.
I know, like if you say they believe in hell, aye, but I don't believe that they're possessing people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Very good.
There's evil out there for sure.
There's evil out there.
Yeah.
Indeed.
God bless you.
Kieran, have you ever heard of the Mega Menu?
Yes.
So, just for anybody at home, the Mega Menu is a combination of all the different eateries around the Marfeld area. You have a starter, you have, check a camera too, starter, you can take from anywhere, throw a wee bit of sauce from somewhere. Sometimes I let a couple of starters go, like if they're small enough portions, if it makes sense. Then you have the main. The main can be taken from anywhere as well. Usually a main course is the main course in a restaurant, but then you're allowed to add sides from everywhere else. wee bit of sauce here and there, sexed up a bit.
Yeah.
And then in your dessert, something similar, you pick the core dessert, then you can pick ice cream from there, and sauce from there, and a few wee penny chews from there, whatever it is. And that's the Marfelt mega menu.
Okay.
Would you like to stay within Marfelt? Yeah, you're
Just Marfelt.
You're a Marfelt lad, like,
Yeah.
right? We'll stay with
Okay.
Marfelt, homegrown lad, homegrown talent.
Sounds
like.
good.
Right, so let's go with a starter. Where's your starter?
Fuck.
Can be anything.
But I'm trying to think. Does this include like?
You can go to Cathcart's.
Cathcart's.
Some fried chicken goujons, like, you know.
Right. Starter. I'm not really a starter person. Stephen, what do I eat for starter? You've been out with me loads of
You
times.
have a pint if you want.
Let's go with that. A wee pint of Kilkenny.
Usually he goes for a starter. He's like, what would you recommend in the menu?
Because I like trying different starters, but I'm always quite set in my mains.
Very good, very good. I think James McKeagney was the other person who had a liquid menu. What was it? He had, I think, a pint and a cigarette for his dessert.
No, I'd take a pint of Kilkenny.
Kilkenny for a starter.
I'll tell you what I have the other day.
Okay, it's
It's
nice.
unreal,
It's
man.
lovely.
It's
Actually.
like Guinness mixed with Smithwick's.
Where do you get it? You'll get it right here, do you?
Tavern.
Bryson's does it now too.
Bryson's does it?
Bryson's.
LJ's and Bryson's.
We'll go
There's
for
only
one
two.
So this place
do you
over
think this
there,
year
where we
thing's
start
from?
early.
So starters, nice wee pint of Kilkenny.
Aye, let's
Do a
go
wee
with that.
puff of a vape or a wee cig, or
Nah, just
just keep her fresh to
a second pint.
second pint. So 2 pints.
2 pints of
2
Kilkenny.
pints for starter. What about your main?
To be fair, if I was going fancy, there's a deadly like beef thing you can get in Slim's. It's like a beef rice bowl type thing.
Okay.
But it's good.
Do you like that sort of shit, though?
Yeah, like it's like teriyaki. Is it teriyaki? maybe?
Teriyaki,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Or is it the satay one? Is the beef?
That might be it then.
Slim do some tasty shit.
But it's good. I like it.
It's lovely.
Just if you, or else Cathcart's. Cathcart's handy. And it's in the mood.
Anything
Yeah.
Cathcart. What about
Cubes and curry, man.
What about cubes of curry? What about sides? You can grab a wee, chicken ball from there, and a wee spring roll from there, and a wee sauce from there.
Aye, let's go. Go Chinese then.
Aye.
Smoked crispy chicken.
Okay.
Any of the Chinese, but probably the best one's Golden Gate, isn't it?
Golden Gate.
It's big.
They're smoked crispy chickens.
Big fat bits of smoked
Are they
crispy
nice?
chicken.
Aye,
Chunk
yeah,
boys?
aye,
They're
yeah.
class, like, they're soft, like, they're nice. Yeah.
Super sweet.
They're good.
Nice. And then the Singapore curry, did you ever dabble with that?
You keep talking about that. That's unbelievable.
That's fucking
That's
dead.
good. Like
It's so good. I'm glad that people agree. Like, I think I'm crazy sometimes.
I've told the story a few times of how it's made. What's on it?
it's like you see that there. You see when you have that there mic stand or set on. That's what they like stick a thing of butter in and just melt it.
That's pretty much it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's exactly how they make it.
So
And a
good.
load of garlic. Fuck loads of garlic.
First class.
Good for your heart. So what one's bad for your heart, one's good. You're right.
There's a big brick that just says secret ingredient. Drop it in.
But if you look at any like chef show or the way they cook, that's how their stuff tastes so nice. Is
Yeah.
it just loads, you fuck loads of butter and
and
fuck loads of
garlic.
salt, and garlic.
Yeah.
Like it's just
I watch MasterChef
in excess.
excessively, like every day I watch like 2 episodes maybe now and
Like
then.
we'll just add a wee bit of butter and then they add
Yeah.
5 cubes.
Yeah.
I love
It's
that.
like-
Though.
For the sauce.
Lovely dish. Bit more seasoning. Every other word. Bit more seasoning. Bit more salt. Fucking hilarious every time. Dessert.
Ben's brownie's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, they're doing
with
it.
ice cream then.
Ice cream, aye.
With ice cream.
With ice cream, and then like they do like a waffle thing you can get. That's
yes,
class.
What flavour of your ice cream would you go for, Ben's?
Mine's always like Kinder or something.
Kinder, bit of Kinder sauce. To
Yeah,
just really get
just
Kinder,
absolutely.
just dripping in Kinder.
Or white chocolate.
Aye.
White chocolate's good.
unreal.
Do you
And
ever
more
get
nuts.
Yeah.
a few wee nuts as well?
Yeah.
Do you ever get the wee refresher sweets or the wee Percy pear
No.
or the Percy
Pigs
I don't mess with
sweets?
that.
in them.
I think it gives like a wee meal after it. So they harden because the ice cream's so cold, and when
Yeah.
you get to the bottom, say your tub or your tin or whatever it is, the sweets are like rock hard and they're like a wee chew after. So you eat all your ice cream, you get through it, and then you've got like real nice chewy sweets after.
I would put
Wee
my
chocolate.
like fruit pastels into the freezer. That's right, yeah.
Would
Just
you?
get a bag of them, put them into the freezer, and then
Never heard of that before.
it's unreal.
Oh, right.
Your whole family do that, Stevie? Is that a thing?
No. If I have a thing of fruit pastels, it's going to go down on a wall.
Are you taking out soft fruit pasta?
No, most of my fruit pastels I would throw into the freezer. Like any sweets, like I would usually get, I'd put them into the freezer. Makes them
What about
nicer.
chocolate? Would you put chocolate in the fridge?
No.
You must
Chocolate.
It's a big thing.
dentures, honey, lad. Jesus Christ.
Man, you
Doesn't like soft sweets.
don't say you suck it for a
He does the same thing.
You like to be sucked. You like to be sucked before and then the chew.
Just nicer,
Don't
like.
give me anything chewy. Just give me the suck.
He does the same thing with fruit. It fucking racks my teeth, you know, like wee grapes and stuff.
Put it in the freezer?
He does it. And you go like this here.
Do you never put grapes in the
I like
freezer?
that. I
never
never
done
agree.
that.
I hate doing it.
Do you know what's a good tip for like?
Prolonging?
No, you can use grapes as ice cubes in drinks and stuff.
Yeah, you can.
Good idea.
But they're just nicer, like it makes texture and stuff nicer. It's just,
But more refreshing.
Yogurt in a fucking freezer is amazing.
well, it's ice cream.
Fruits. What?
It's just like
Froyo, isn't it?
aye.
Froyo. Yogurt just. Is that ice cream? When you
It's
put
not ice cream, but it's near enough, isn't it?
I was nearly embarrassed there that I said that. I'm glad I was right.
Ben had been knocking at your door.
Kieran, have you ever heard of Marfault root takers? This was made actually famous by two guys here. There was Stephen and there was Fergal here.
You didn't really have a clue for it.
Like, I don't know the road.
Yeah, but you've ran around it and you've walked around it. And
Aye, but I just kind of like.
You've been in estates and places I have never been in Marfault.
Aye, but it's just instinct, man. You find your way back.
You just like an animal, just prowling around Marfault. Just keeps an eye on the distance.
There's been a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of times I've went into estates and thinking that there's like exits in these estates and then having to run your way back.
What
estate?
No.
Oh, come on. It's probably those ones that are like, as you head out the town, like maybe that direction and stuff. There's like wee estates.
Do you know there's estates I've never been in on the Auckland Road? You know when you head out the Auckland Road and you boys are around there and there's that Kilshinny as well. And then on the right...
Kilshinny's nowhere near the Arkham Road.
Oh, fuck, I'm wrong then. It's good it's good no one challenges me on the road takers. But on the right hand side, there's like an estate in there.
Where the B&B is.
Aye.
Down in the back, yeah.
I've never been
in that.
I've never been on another. I've only drove by it.
Do you ever think that's fucking weird? Why have I never been?
But whenever you were a kid, whenever they were getting built, you would have been in around like the building sites.
Aye.
Because that's what you done whenever you were a kid. Marfell played in building sites.
Just building sites, that's more dangerous in the country. I'm calling all the cultures out there. We were fucking nail guns, and throwing snowballs like.
Do you mind we used to go pelting?
No! Don't remember that.
Don't incriminate yourself.
No, I would never have done that.
You fucking did.
Never gotten bothered for it, ever.
Never.
No, I mean, I never did it.
You've never, not once.
Never.
I don't
Right.
believe
What is
you.
that? Throwing stones at cars or something?
No, it wasn't stones. It was like yogurts and you had petty flues or you had
And you throw them at cars?
eggs as well.
And they just explode?
Yeah.
I was never
You always took the.
never involved. No. Do you remember the
super dangerous.
Do you remember the rope trip or the rope trip?
Two people stood at each side of the road.
Side of the road. So
Of a car?
No, we didn't have a rope, but when you hear what we did, Virgo thinks we were strong enough to hold the car back.
Oh, bastard.
No. So two people. I love this one. I say two people stand at either side of the road, but it was always it wasn't like we were on the motorway doing it. Like we were on a very sleepy, slow road.
Right on the corner as well.
Say me and Neeson were either side of the road. I'd be on one side, he'd be the other, and we'd be like pretending we're holding a rope across the road, but we hold it, on the ground as if they can't see it. So the car's like trying to get closer to it. Like, do they have a rope? Do they not have a rope? And then when they see we have no rope, they're just like, fuck you! And then they just try
Did you never do that, like as a kid, no?
No, you would be waiting hours for a car to come by if you're in the countryside. Bored as fuck. It's the same with knick-knock. You need to be able to run like 3 miles to be able to fucking knock a car down.
Trying to play curbs with the grass birds.
Highfield, Glenburn, all those areas were bad wee areas, like weren't they?
They were class.
Bad wee boys. No, I mean like good crack.
Oh, aye.
But the countryside, it's slightly different things. Like if you have Halloween fireworks, you guys would probably be clodding fireworks each other. I don't know what badness is.
I mind people used to like stick a rocket, do you know, into the tube, and then they would have pointed at you and been like, run, just run, and this thing would have been flying by your head.
That would
Like.
have been 8 shots.
It's a bomb, like it's a.
No, that would have been. Do you know the what do you call in there? Not a
rocket,
banger,
you
a
can put
rocket,
a-
aye. And then it just shoots at you. And then
Remember the guy
I also done their cats or whatever they were, and,
Aye, the black cats,
and they
the
would have held them and
things
just.
or whatever.
Bad boys used to put them in bins and stuff. Like,
Oh, it's nuts.
bad fuckers.
But you used to put them in like cow shite and then sprint.
We never had cow shit.
I call them this.
We didn't have.
Shit, just
And Sean,
towns like.
It's just squat.
some torturing too.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
gonna have to beep that. There's a story anyway, I must tell it. So there was this guy that used to get a bit of a touch in one of our estates. Me and Neeson weren't near this time. We weren't around
Never.
that day, and there was this guy. He had like a 12 shot or an 8 shot of a candle, or not a candle, a firework. And went up and knocked the door and ran outside, and like just stood in front of the house, and just went like that.
Oh my god!
And as the owner came out, like you just seen him just hitting the house with the.
Did he get inside? Did any of it get inside?
No, I don't think it like is as
Just
dangerous.
hit the-
It's more dangerous holding it than it is.
Oh, I
receiving the end of it.
it.
So he's literally just holding it, just staring at the owner of the house.
Screaming his
Just
name.
watch it bang off the house. And he's screaming his name like fucking hell. Anyway, we'll get to this root taker.
Oh, bastards.
Man, comes man.
Oh, me and Kieran weren't there. We only heard about it.
How did we go from root takers to that?
I don't know.
I
Good times.
Right, this one here, root takers. The Flax Inn, this lovely venue we're in today,
Yep.
to Sonny's on Rainy Street.
Just go. Are you coming out the front door, but just down to
The
the
front door, I keep.
down to the left?
You'll need to get a
left,
taxi,
straight
3-year-old.
on, and then
Sorry, Stephen. No. Sorry. Sorry, Kieran.
go down to the left,
I go away.
straight on at that roundabout, and then it's to the left as well.
Straight on at the roundabout. Then
Your
are you
roundabout.
taking a left down Garden Street?
Because your Bryson's is on Garden Street.
Ah, you're taking that way.
Or Sunny's, you asked, wasn't it?
Sunny's, aye.
Fuck, I was going to Bryson's.
It's just automatically.
He's like,
What is
oh,
it,
I used to go Flax to Brighton.
What is it, 10,
And son, he said.
10, 11 o'clock in the morning, it's open. And then right down the bottom of Garden Street, and then it's down to the right.
Would you say that's more efficient than going up Broad Street and down
Yeah.
Rainy Street?
Yep. At 100%, at 100% is.
Because when you are on Garden Street and you get to the end of it, that is a clusterfuck of a corner.
Not if your
And-
car rolls back
well,
whenever you're trying to do hill starts.
But do you know what way the traffic flow is? Rainy Street's going down that way anyway. When you get on the Garden Street, you have to wait for Rainy Street. But if you're already on Rainy Street, you're getting down at the full way eventually.
Do you mind whenever you ask me for my route takers?
Fucking hell.
You know, we look at the camera.
Pack up the fucking podcast. Fuck this. I quit. This is a fucking joke.
That was like the office moment there as well. You're like,
I'm not allowed my one route. Wrong.
No, it's you get the quickest way. It's not just your own
But
route.
then you also have that there like box thing sticking out, so it's obstructing the flow of traffic, John.
Aye.
You're forgetting about that.
We'll test it someday. So do you know Declan Long?
Yeah, he's your
Do
cousin.
you know where his sports massage place is?
Yes.
So big shout out to Declan Long.
Is it not in Castle Dawson?
Yep. So we're starting from there.
Right.
Okay. We're starting from Declan Lung sports massage in Castle Dawson, and we're going to Marfelt Old Burial Ground.
Jesus Christ, is that the Bridewell?
Maybe.
Man, you need to give me something. Like,
You're right. It is.
right, so
Very
it's
good, by the way.
It's just a big straight road.
So take me out of Declan's.
So you just keep driving straight into Marfell, so come to the roundabout straight in.
Okay.
Stay on this Castle Dawson road and just
Yep.
keep driving to Bridewell and then to the right.
That is a straight road too. I never thought about that. And then you just turn right down JC's.
Just turn JC's, turn right, that's it.
Did you know that graveyard supposedly had St. Patrick's Day in it one time? I think I was telling you about that.
In it?
He didn't stay in it, but he visited it, that graveyard one time, supposedly. Swear to
Come on
fuck,
now.
look it up. Look it up.
Who's the evidence in that? Like,
Look it up. There's no photos
It's
back
sad.
then, like, but
that sounds like a bullshit.
well, St. Patrick Welsh.
I'll leave it with you. So Patrick was Welsh.
He was Welsh or English or French.
He was English.
He's other
lived
Welsh.
in Wales and was a farmer in Wales. I think he's Protestant.
Some people says he's French too.
Oh, fuck.
Let me look that up.
It's man dog about. Anyway.
Sorry, folks.
No, you're okay. So,
It's alright, man. I'm getting over it.
That's where the old burial ground is. Very, very interesting.
Have they got a thing set up for St. Patrick and that there?
I don't think so. But I think it was more a rumour than anything. Like, you know, you said you needed evidence there. It was more of like, you know, a chinwag about it.
Is it? Somebody's just made that up from what I felt like, isn't
It's on
it?
the interweb somewhere. Yeah, I'm starting a historical tour of Marfelt soon. So, culty slang translations.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say a culty enough country slang translation that I want us all maybe to debate this. You know, what does this mean?
Okay.
Right, but mainly you, Kieran. All right.
Okay. I'm going to debate with myself.
That's okay. That's okay. If you were you actually say I want Stephen Fergal help on this.
Okay.
All right. If you want it.
You can tag us on.
Fucking shippy.
I'll cut you.
What does that mean?
Like, look at the way you're getting on.
Aye.
Or you could be out of shape as well.
Usually
Is it looks as well, isn't it?
You could use it for looks too.
It's got plenty of sort of versions, I suppose. Can you put it in a sentence?
Look at the fucking shapey. It's a sentence. It's a sentence on yourself.
That's what I was hoping for. So 1 point for that. You didn't need these guys either. Melter.
Somebody wrecks your head a bit, isn't it?
Aye. Like they annoy you, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cat.
It's like, it's a bit annoying, is it? This cat.
Aye. Frustrating.
It's a bit shit.
Yeah.
It's not disgusting, is it? No.
That's cat.
You use it for a pile of different stuff.
Bad situation, like, isn't it? It can be a bad situation.
Like your car broke down. That's cat.
Aye.
You're not saying
It's not like food though. It's not where you're like, it's fucking cat.
yeah, but you could if it didn't look great.
Yeah.
But
Different
I
cat.
feel like someone should actually write these down and explain them a bit better. I feel like it can work for food, but
Can it work
it
for
doesn't
food?
like transfer as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're not going to say it if something's going right.
Aye.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Ask cat. No, doesn't work. Tara.
Bad luck, isn't it?
Nah, it's Tara, but
Terrible.
that's fucking Tara. Like.
Tired out, the car broke down again. that's 2 sentences, the car just broke down.
Tara, boy. Ask cat.
Tara's
Kieran's been a melter about it. Blether.
Blather, is it not like talking, like blathering?
I like blether.
Like
Aye.
talking.
Yeah. So if I
Blathering away, aye.
You're right, perfect example.
Sorry, Fergal. Can I get your help with that one?
Just a picture of you in the dictionary.
being like a suit. Blather. I was going to ask you to split it, but I get it.
It's been said to John one too many times.
Dawn Blade.
Like girl.
That girl, isn't it?
One blade, that girl, aye.
Yeah, that's fair. Fuck up your mouth.
John made this up. It means shut up.
It means fuck up and shut your mouth.
Yeah.
And well, this isn't actually made up. I heard this.
You heard it because you said it to yourself?
No. There was a story behind where I heard. I didn't just make it up. So there was a guy on a construction site, and he had this boss, and he always struggled to get his words out whenever he was angry. And instead of saying shut up and fuck up, he fucked up one day. He's like, fuck up your mouth. And it stuck with me ever since. I fucking love that. That is class. And this is the fact one. And Cub.
Film.
Cub.
Just reminds me of film, doesn't it?
Cub.
It just means cub, like person, you.
Boy.
Or something else. You're annoyed about something. Cub.
Aye, that's more film, but cub just means boy, like, doesn't it?
He's about
It depends how long you put it.
There's
Isn't
six
it?
Come. Or just come. That's it. That's when someone's annoyed at you. I've got a few spellings over here: CUB, CAB, and CHAB. There's just a few more. So we're going to do the 9/11 speed round. Have you ever? You've been involved in this before. Well, you have.
Oh right.
9/11. So each person gives a conspiracy of the 9/11. Each. They one each.
What's happened in it?
Well, if there's a conspiracy or.
Start with somebody else, man, because I need time to think about
No,
this.
it's better to go first because then you can give away the easiest one. You can say the easiest one first.
So like the Americans done it.
Yeah. There we go.
Good start.
7-Eleven building falling, not hit it. Or the 7th building falling, or whatever you call it, 7th tower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with a classic. I think I went with this last time, but
Don't do it.
the metal structure.
What about the metal structure?
They say that it's not hot. It wasn't hot enough to melt.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looked like a controlled explosion. Is that the same as yours?
No.
Okay. Go again.
Do you have to go?
It just says it looked like a controlled explosion.
All right. There was no plane whenever it hit the Pentagon. Wasn't there not?
What do you mean?
So they said that they couldn't find the remains of the plane or something.
Oh fuck!
Whenever it drove into it,
I have one with Pentagons.
I think.
How one of the boys which was meant to be flying the plane couldn't fly like a wee two-passenger plane, but he could fly and direct one of them big 747 111s or whatever straight into a building.
Mm-hmm. He's underskilled for the job. Maybe they'll fucking look into that.
I can't think of any other ones. I just make something up.
Yeah, do it.
We're not a fake news channel.
I hear it was the French.
That was the French.
Who was it?
He says it was the French.
I heard that too.
There was what do you call the one? Insurance. They took out an insurance claim
Oh yeah.
the year
That's a good one.
before, and they took it out on terrorism and what was the other one? Something to do with explosions or something. Some sort of explosion in the building. They took out insurance for that.
Do you have a full list on your phone? You
No.
on your phone?
Do you know that Michael Jackson was meant to have been going to it like that morning as well?
Four.
Don't know.
So was that.
Don't know what he was going for, but I read that he was meant to be in the building, but for some reason he wasn't.
Seth MacFarlane, the guy that came up with the Family Guy.
He's supposed to be on the plane.
He's supposed to be on the plane.
The guy that created Family Guy was supposed to be on the plane.
Serious?
That crashed, supposedly.
That's the conspiracy theory in itself, boys.
I think so.
What's the other one I heard about? They changed the painters like 6 months beforehand. They painted the whole building, and that's how they got the explosives on.
Oh yes. I heard that one as well. Yeah. They got a tradesperson and must be painters.
I don't know enough about 9/11. Like you just hear all the random
Where
conspiracy
were you when
theories.
9/11 happened?
See, I keep having this vivid memory that I was going to school, but apparently not. Like I thought it happened in the morning.
Did I?
It happened though. I was at school.
I was at school.
See, I thought I was going to school, but apparently not.
I was in maths class.
Apparently there's like, what do you call that there thing that happened? If you've not deja vu, but the Mandela effect. Apparently there's a big one around. That there as well.
I'd say it would be. What was I? I was trying to think where I was. I mustn't have been told at school about it. I don't think any of the kids.
I'm cracking one of these bums, boys. I've been looking at them for half an hour
See,
here.
man, they're jam and cream sponge from Slamish Bakery.
Does any of you like one?
I've already had one.
Yeah, I'll definitely. But my memory was sitting in the living room in my house in Meadowbank, watching the TV. My mum and dad were ringing people they knew in New York.
It was a bit different for you.
That were close enough to the explosion. There were maybe a few streets over or whatever, but they happened to be nowhere near, which was great. But it took them maybe like 4 or 5 hours to get through, figure out if they were alive or what's happening, sort of thing. So it was a wee bit different.
My nose is blocked as fuck. You're just going to hear me breathing the whole way through.
As long as you're breathing.
Sorry, it's not worse. It can't be worse than my fucking blow my nose every time.
Stay above the daisies. This one's called Kiss, Marry, Kill. Because I thought fuck, marry, kill was a wee bit much. So Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Kill's fine, but no.
Well, we hear the people. We hear the people out there.
Alright.
You'll understand.
There's a reason.
No, not really a reason. So Kiss, Marry, Kill.
I have a question for you after this.
No.
Yeah.
You don't. That's not the way this works. Anyway.
Good man.
Bill
Next
Gates,
things up.
Prince Andrew, or Jeffrey Epstein. Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Killing Jeffrey, aren't you?
Kill who?
Jeffrey.
Uh-huh.
And who's the rest?
Bill Gates and Prince Andrew.
Prince.
You've got Kiss or marry next for him.
Kiss or
You'll marry Bill Gates and you'll kiss the other fucking weirdo, won't you?
You're a bit old for him anyway.
He has no choice. He's no choice. Like,
If you've no choice, you're stuck.
the game, like, he has to act.
And they're quite powerful. People have died. People like him.
Jeffrey Epstein, I think.
Yep.
I don't think he killed himself, didn't he?
Apparently so.
And Andrew's the man that doesn't sweat, isn't he?
Yeah.
And there's a picture of him soaking in sweat.
Yeah, he's one of the sweatiest people I've ever seen. Google search sweaty person. Most searched sweaty person in the world. Again, kiss, marry, kill. President Putin, Hitler, or Donald Trump.
Fucking hell.
I don't like the way these are all men.
Aye, wait a minute.
I can throw Margaret Thatcher in there if you want. Don't Margaret in there.
We'll kiss Margaret then, won't we?
Right? Kiss Margaret.
Marry Donald Trump.
Yep.
All about money.
Yeah.
And who's all?
I'll give you Hitler.
And kill.
Kill him. Putin, yeah, he's grand too.
Putin,
Alright.
why is there 3 people? No, you had to take one out, so
I'll
Putin's
take
out.
Putin out.
That's
You've
all
got
right.
Margaret in there.
Class.
Oh, no worries. Kieran, I was wanting to do a wee fast-tracked origin story with you.
Kieran wanted to ask you a question.
Oh, sorry, what was the question?
Right, so...
I can't say I'll answer it, but
No, yeah.
I
Here
know
I
this
answered all your
question.
questions.
you know this question?
Oh, he asked everybody this question the last way.
Oh, fuck.
Go ahead.
It's just a bit fun. You're involved in it as well, so I'll ask the both of you. So, yous have... It's just the two of yous. Yous have went some business trip, and on part of this business trip, yous have went out to sea in this boat, and the boat capsizes, right? So, in the capsizing of the boat, you end up finding a desert island, and on the desert island there's used to, and all the resources that you need to survive, and you might get found someday, okay?
Right.
But there's a venomous snake on the island as well, okay?
Venomous snake.
Yep. So,
Uncurable venom.
Well,
yeah, that's it.
Then you're kind of fucked, aren't you?
It's just the two years, but each one of you go for a piss, vice versa, right? And the snake jumps up and bites you in the head of the deck. So
This is going.
you have to suck the venom out to save his life, and vice versa. Otherwise, they die, and then you're stuck in the island by yourself. Just you and the snake. And you're fucked. What's
Where
happening?
did he bite you at?
Right on the penis.
Right on the helmet. Like.
Yep. You've been through a lot together as well, boys. So
I know.
You just survived a boat tipping over, you'd
You
lived
know-
in here 6 months.
I've had a good life for a little bit. Like, not saying I want to end it soon, but you know, I'm happy enough.
So you wouldn't suck my dick, or you wouldn't let me suck your dick?
Neither.
boys, there's no sucking of dicks. It's sucking of venom.
Exactly.
Out of dicks.
Exactly.
Out of the dick.
Out of the dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See if you got hard when I was doing it. Swear to God.
It's not gay, like.
It's a medical procedure.
So would you do it for him? Would
I
you?
would, to save your life, aye. Sorry, John.
I'd be chasing you around before the snake bites you.
John, come here.
I would save Fergal's life.
Oh, he changed his mind.
Didn't I? He's all for the cameras.
That's it.
That's my answer. It's not off my answer. I'll answer
Good question. You've been asking everyone. What has been the response?
It's just a good icebreaker.
I would
There's
like
a lot
it.
of him and an Ahan.
I've never met the person before. Here's an icebreaker. See you two.
That happened. We went down to Belfast there a lot of weeks ago, and there was a boy fell in with us, and he didn't know what he was in for, did he? Whenever he sat down.
Anybody that fucking falls in with your crowd, innit? Jesus Christ.
Very
good. Anyway, Kieran, I was wanting to do a wee origin story with you. Where are you born and bred?
Marfeld.
Marfell. First memory.
Sticking my hand in the toaster.
Why did you do that?
Because I was a kid, and in our house, children were to be seen and not heard whenever you were growing up. So my and dad, I think had friends, or it was like aunties and uncles or something around. I was starving and wanted toast and didn't know how toast was made because it was only about 2. So stuck my hand into the toaster, put it down, and fucking. I still have a scar there, and then that whole side of my hand went infected and I nearly lost that finger.
Okay.
So that's the first memory.
Do you remember that?
Did you have to replace the toaster, by the way? Or
I can't mind. Whenever they looked at the hand, they were like, "Oh, it's not too bad." And then they turned it around. The side was just black, and then I had to keep putting it. Man, Dad kept like dropping money, and there was only like 2p's or 50p's or something in the base, and I had to keep on dipping in just to keep my hand into the water.
To get you to put your hand in the water. Your money motivated.
Money motivated. From a young age.
I don't really hear your story now. I know
from a young age.
It's always been money. You notice that with the origin stories that it was always something
traumatic
enough.
Yeah.
Like
what was yours?
Remember? Fuck, no one's ever asked me this. And my first memory would be my granda used to come up to the house for Christmas, and he brought me like toys this Christmas. I think I was maybe 3 or 4, and it was like a real like Christmassy house, and there was just a pile of presents. And then I don't know, just remember my granda being there. Do you know? It was because I'd never really seen him that much.
Yeah, fair.
And he didn't travel to Marfelt that often. And then I just remember like playing checkers with him.
Oh, that's cool. I thought it was going a total different route whenever you said trauma and my granda came up at Christmas.
I had traumatic stuff. I had other traumatic stuff that say happened after that, but that was like my first memory away. It was a Christmas and it was chilled and
very good.
Wasn't that traumatic, to be fair? Yours?
No, it wasn't traumatic. It was like you find people have real nice. The nice feelings for a first memory or a traumatic one, you know, that jogs their memory.
See, you speaking about Christmas, we had one, I would say it's our Tony's. Did Stephen ever tell you this one whenever he was on? So, it was a Christmas time.
Every time he says something, just says shit.
So, this was Christmas time and...
It was the day before Christmas Eve.
That was it. And we had said that Santa had been, and Tony was looking at this new TV or something, so at this stage we had this big TV in the room, but it was wild dust day, so we like cleaned it up, and we goes, Tony, oh look, I got a new TV, and I pointed at that, and then Tony came running downstairs. I must have only been with 3, and he came running downstairs thinking all his presents were there. There wasn't fucking nothing there.
Then he goes upstairs, Mama! Santa was never came!
Double cried his eyes out.
Molly,
fuck on his that is fucking deadly.
Molly, what the fuck are you at? Something's gonna come tomorrow, son.
And to be fair, sometimes I still feel bad about that one sometimes.
That's probably staged.
That is class.
To be fair,
it's a bit of trauma there.
Well, we were Cubs back then too.
Stephen woke me up one morning, or I think I pissed him off or something when I was younger, and he woke me up one morning for primary school. And I just came into my room and goes, John, get up, you're late for school. I was like, fuck, get up. And it was like Saturday.
But I think like if you didn't have brothers like that, you'd be walking around like you're at school, you'd get your ass the clean piss taken out of you. You know, it kind of prepares you for
100%
for life.
It hardens you so it does.
Who would you say is harder, the country lads or the townies?
It depends on the town, it depends on the country, it depends on the town.
I'd say townie.
Go to Ballymena.
I wouldn't class myself as a country lad, even though I was growing up in the country, because like I didn't really I helped out in the farm, but I wasn't mad into it. But you see those lads that are like,
do you have a farm?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! What did you start?
Looks like he has a farm.
Fuck yeah.
Is it like cattle or is it what is it?
Some cattle, but originally it was spuds that my dad did. But then he gave it all up and then worked in a quarry. So he did for most of his life.
Hobby farm.
So it turned into a hobby farm, because there was no money in spuds. But like we were potato gallon every year and stuff like that there. But I mean, that's a long time ago, and I feel like people that worked on the farm more than me, they'd be harder than the likes of myself. But then there's you go into some tinies that you boys like threw fucking fireworks at each other.
Me and Kieran weren't there.
That's just council estate living. So it is.
That's war.
We were watching from afar, like over the wall, watching all these bad guys
throwing petty flues at cars. So do you want to hear how fucking nuts it was? So whenever we were growing up, because we were in the state, everybody was quite close, and you just done a lot of mad shit. We built a massive bonfire, like it was, I would say it was the height of them there fucking telephone cables, like, and we were jumping off that onto like these mattresses. Swear to God.
That was class. You started off halfway, but you had 13 mattresses to jump onto because everybody chucked out their mattress at half. Then before you knew it, you're up. There was me, Tommy, Quinn, Kieran.
It was for the bonfire at Halloween, like, and you were just diving off.
But then I mean, like fireworks, you used to put like the fireworks and under the cushions, put 2 or 3 cushions on, and just sit there and wait for the bang.
Never got through.
I never got through. You just went.
It's just put on there. Try
You started.
Lost his hands. We better put 3 next.
You started with 3 and you cut it down. I never got through actually 1. You know, see, once it just kind of left a big hole. Like it just went boof.
Street smart, lad. It's tiny street smart.
That's street smart. We had a haunted house. We'd jump out of the second floor of that, or attempt to jump out of the second floor. We messed around there.
Did you ever see any ghosts in it?
No.
Did anybody claim to see any ghosts in it?
No, it was just a story from years and years ago of Colonel Downey, I think his name was. My brother told me the story there recently, but I can't remember. This is the haunted house.
There was a ghost trapped in a bottle in this haunted house. I can't mind.
That was the same.
We would have went there.
That was like a debt. Your brother told me.
We would have went there and smoked cigarettes when we were teenagers and that.
Exactly. It was like a debt collecting landlord.
But that there was the same. Do you not mind the old rock that used to sit outside Walsh's hotel? There used to be like.
Yes, I remember that.
There was a bottle.
They moved it and then it cursed the place.
And there was like a bottle buried underneath it or something.
Yeah.
A priest caught a demon or something, put it down.
I think it's something similar to that, similar sort of story. Because that Colonel Downey, like, I think, Aidan was telling me that can be traced back. Remember the James that was on the podcast here that owns this place?
Yes, James O'Kane.
He went to a farm in England.
Yes.
Apparently, that farm's like Downey's farm. That's traced. That's traced back to that house.
Haunted house near you.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So it must have been some lineage of that family anyway, because they owned like loads of land around Rocktown and stuff like that. It's interesting, isn't it? Must get Aidan on. He actually knows more of this shit than
School, primary school.
Holy family, yeah.
Did you like it?
It was alright, it didn't really. It was grand, it was school.
Pokemon cards, played tag, football, sports day.
Yeah. What was it? You used to play football at lunchtime as well? Everybody had their one day and then you played each other. Wasn't it Fridays? Everybody played each other.
Thinking you're fucking back, I'm like. St. Pius's, was it? No,
Integrated.
It's
convent.
Sorry.
Me thick as that fucking wall.
How did Integrated treat you?
It's fine, I reckon if I'd went to many other schools, I probably wouldn't have got back for upper and lower sixth.
I keep the numbers.
I think my attendance was like 27 or 35% in my last year.
Your what?
My attendance.
You weren't even there then?
Just didn't really go.
You shot 50 or
upper and lower side?
It sounds like you showed up for non-uniform day and that was it.
Because we were the first year that done that, like, do you mind the collaboration schools that you would have went to, like the tech, or you would have went to another school just to like study a subject?
Yeah.
We were the first one that's done it, and then me, Adam, Murray Devon, Paul Devon were all in this year one class for like engineering, and after we would have went to engineering, we just went and left at lunchtime, and that would have been the day done. It was fucking class.
What other subjects you do? Engineering?
History and PE.
Were you strong in anything?
I liked history. History was alright, but
didn't know what to do with it.
What are you going to do with it? Like,
did you move on from Integrated into anything else?
No, I went and tried uni for a couple of years, but that was only to get down to Belfast, to be totally honest.
Sports.
The first one was like, what was the first one? Transportation, like management. Where the fuck that is.
Did you ever find out?
No, I never finished it. And then
you didn't go to find out what it was?
Second time was civil engineering, I think, or quantity surveying. It was one of them two.
You have good enough grades to get into those courses, like.
I've done the first one, transportation management, was sort of How often have you researched this? And I wonder what sort of qualifications I need to get into this.
What did you?
Can you get on a bus?
Did you just look at the book, or did you look at the wee book and go?
Yeah, I just wanted to go to Belfast.
Look, I like that bus there.
No, I looked up.
What was it your teacher said to you about you're not going to pass this or so?
So I had a history teacher. This year was not the main one, but this was like my first year of doing like A level, and I didn't do any of the work, didn't do anything, and she goes, "Oh, you're going to fail this course," because I got like a D or something. And I goes, "All right, Emma, right, that'll do." Kept on saying, "Right, that'll do," and then failed the first year, but didn't really care because it's your ASs don't really count. You can repeat them in the A level, and then again, I didn't really go to any of the classes. I handed in my coursework late and blah blah. And came to the end of the year whenever we had the exams, and I just learnt what was on the exam paper and went in, got a B. And the day whenever we were coming down to like get the results, the teacher looked at me and goes, "How did you pass this?"
Because there's only one you like, probably. Only one you didn't mind learning.
I enjoyed it. Like, I just didn't really like going to class because you didn't. Man, you don't really need to. Like, if you, it's just reading a book. Like the history was just regurgitating what a book was.
Yeah,
like
write an essay about what you learned.
It's quite handy. PE was fine, good, and I in it as well. And then engineering, I guarantee I could go back and I still wouldn't have a notion what's going on in that class. But they just kind of helped you pass on the course, didn't they?
Yeah. What was next for you? Like, did you have a slew of jobs, or what was?
And then I went to Santander, worked there for a few years, and then went back and done accountancy, part-time, but then they pulled like a degree or something halfway through the year because everybody started pulling out of it. But
right, numbers.
Then I'm the true potential out, and I'm doing financial advice exams with them.
Enjoying yourself?
Class, man. Couldn't be better.
No, very good. Well, thank you for coming on, Kieran.
Oh, thank you for inviting
so
me,
much
John.
with Stephen, and we're just like, we need to know who his brother is. Like,
there's another one of us, John. Here, there's 6 of us. We'll get the whole fucking.
Get the whole family on the phone.
like a fucking Brady Bunch. So
Be like a wee clown car, just doing it. The whole thing going out.
Bring a few in through Zoom as well if they're busy. No, brilliant. I had a few wee topics for you, and I wanted your thoughts on some of the stuff. The one I have first is one I bring up here all the time, is the Marfelt Unification Cup. What do you think of the potential of this?
Is this the Protestants versus Catholics or something?
Well, it was Lecca against Cologne in a sense. They would be the main teams, but I think people from all over the town could,
And who do you have to pick who you're playing for?
We nominate yourself to play a position, like on
for Cologne, or do you get
for Cologne or for Lecca?
Can you not go like east side, west side, like 4 different teams, like?
You could probably. It's the town not big enough, and you split it.
I don't know.
Why don't you have an integrated team?
I'm trying to keep.
I went to an integrated school. I feel like there's why I'm on the podcast today. To bring a bit of integration to the community.
You brought in a good point there. So, like, say we did do the Unification Cup. For anybody at home, Unification Cup's going to be these 2 teams playing against each other. The sort of, I don't know, bragging rights is you get their language on your signage in your estate, and vice versa, depending on who wins. But now that you've mentioned integrated, after that competition happens, we could make an integrated team from the best players in each of the teams, and they'll become like a Unification All-Stars.
Well, what about for all like non-Irish or non-Catholic or Protestant? Who do they play for?
It's an inclusive. It's an inclusive event, like
What would we call them? Alliance.
They're only allowed to be subs. They're only subs. No, they'd be alliance. They'd be part of the alliance and stuff. Like, they'd be fine.
It's very good.
Alliance FC. You have a few teams, boys. You could. No, very good. You think it could be good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Good.
Are you going to get sponsors?
See.
We played football the last couple of weeks. You haven't turned up.
No.
Where do you play at?
Meadowbank, do you want to join?
When is it? What day is
It's
it?
on a Friday at the minute.
Every Friday around between 6 and 8.
But none of us are fit.
I need to
Well, Stephen is. Stephen runs around. Christian was calling him Colo Cante the other day. He just doesn't stop.
My knee's probably not the best sport for someone getting a meniscus surgery.
Is that what happened to you?
I tore meniscus.
How'd you do that?
Jiu-jitsu.
Oh, Jesus. You still doing jiu-jitsu? Well, not at the moment, probably.
I'm planning on going back, yeah.
You busy, Stevie? What are you doing?
Tony rang me. I'll text him here. I'll ring him back later.
Tell him to fuck off. Tell him.
That's the word, brother. Right, come on.
Come on next. Do you want some coffee as well?
Anyways, you can do a wee fill up actually. I have another wee thing there. Do you know, I heard rumours around Marfelt in the last wee while about a rugby Gaelic match. That's what happened. Have you heard about this yourselves?
Sugar in it.
Rugby versus Gaelic in the town. So they're going to play a hybrid game where the rugby, say the two teams, one's a rugby team, one's a Gaelic team. The first half is rugby, the second half's Gaelic.
Well, are you going to score it for rugby or point for Gaelic?
Who's doing this?
I heard this a couple of days ago. No, I don't know who's doing it. I just heard there's rumours going around that they're going to try and do it.
You know, would it not be
interesting? Like, I know it's not,
but
you know, you couldn't really look at it.
But you couldn't do a specific sport. It'd be good to do like some sort of fitness test or something.
But it's an interest.
Bleep test.
Or CrossFit or something.
I guarantee you Stephen will turn up for that.
But if you did do like rugby, you're going to score like the rugby scores, so the Gaelic has to catch up with it.
I think there'll be a wee bit of training involved probably on both sides.
Who would win, the rugby boys or the Gaelic boys?
No.
The Gaelic boys are definitely fitter.
See, they'd be quite fit lads.
Who do you say the Gaelic?
Gaelic boys are definitely fitter.
They'd be fitter, but then you have a 19-stone man coming running at you.
There's a big thing as well. There's a lot of the lads that play rugby played Gaelic as well, like which.
Yeah, no, but if you get out and out Gaelic players, man, they're just definitely fitter.
No, I'm not saying
definitely. I'm more athletic and more agile.
In terms of this environment and this type of game, you've got Gaelic players and then you have rugby players, and you know a few of them have Gaelic.
I think
Gaelic don't have rugby background.
But I still think it.
I think it's whatever starts first half. If rugby starts first half and they get in and fucking ram into the Gaelic boys and keep ramming them down, and you're like, But if the Gaelic starts first half, then they're scoring points like fuck.
That sets the precedent for that.
You know?
Maybe do the rugby the second half, so you're not, you know, like you don't want injuries happen in the first half. I'm not saying
the second half of man out of championship.
I'm trying to work it out here, like, you know.
Who's meant to be doing this?
I don't know who's doing it. I just heard it.
Did you make this up?
I swear I did not.
He heard this rumor when he was talking to himself.
I never make anything up on this podcast.
Of course you don't. Didn't you watch the Glen match last night? Ulster.
I missed him.
One by points, great game. But like.
That's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
It's a blue nun.
She's made it to the flag. She's thirsty, bitch.
I was just shocked. Like every single Gaelic player now just seems to be massive. Like
no fucking units, man.
They're all just animals.
Do you ever see any of them boys play for Derry? The size of them boys' backs are massive.
Massive.
Like the backs just go
and
up
arms.
like that. Yeah, it's huge.
Is the arms necessary to be that big? But obviously so.
No point to having a big back and not big arm.
They're trained professionals, like
they are.
100%.
It's mad, like that. The Gaelic, you've got Gaelic there, and it's an amateur sport, and those guys are fucking just animals.
But back in the day, like you would see, especially even if you didn't go up to a club, you know, you would have one boy that was a bit hefty on him, you know, or there was one guy that was like super skinny, like wasn't just more athletic.
More just speed.
Now
they look the exact same. Maybe a slight difference.
I Drago's just
like, it's like Hitler's love child. I want this one. I want this one. I want this one.
The only difference is maybe one guy's got curly hair and another guy's got a sick fade or something.
or someone's got the fucking long hair. What do you call that?
The party in the mullet. The mullet.
Yeah.
Very popular.
Mullet's popular at the moment, isn't it?
I was in a rugby club, Korean rugby club.
It's popular with the rugby guys.
Jesus, I was in the club there 3 or 4 months ago watching the Threes play Korean, and went in, and I swear to God, counted 12 mullets in the bar, like.
100%.
In the one bar.
It's big in rugby as well, especially mullet and moustache, isn't it?
The honey badger bring all that.
Christian Lawrence.
Shout out to Christian.
Did you ever see his? He was put up into like some paper or something in Liverpool because of his mullet.
That's right, I seen that actually.
Mind that?
Just because he was the first person in the area or something.
That was a fucking great mullet too. Like
it was all curly
and stuff.
Looked like he's back in set.
Yeah.
It was class.
He's grown a moustache there for a while, so
yeah.
he should have kept it. No, he shaved it.
Shit.
It wasn't great.
Lucky Christian.
It's not for everyone.
It's not. You do it well, though.
You do it well.
Yeah.
I just need some sort of hair.
But you do have the creepy one. Like,
Explain.
so you know the way sometimes
You do have a creepy one.
you know the way sometimes you see like a mustache and it's like a bit shit. You're like, oh, that person's got a shit mustache, or you like, oh, it's real handlebar. Yours is like the creepy one. So it's like, do you know the one that like does come out and down and like.
It's a fully grown mustache.
That, yeah. With the side shaved.
Sure opinion.
No, but I like it.
I know, it's okay. I don't think it's creepy.
It splits the room. It splits the room for sure.
It splits women as well, I would say.
100%.
Oh, 100%. But you have to grow what you have.
But I'm looking for a specific type of woman
Yes.
that likes mustaches.
Do you want to regale us with who's your type of woman?
12-year-old kids.
Right, Fergal. Save yourself here with who is your type of woman?
I don't know. Someone that likes mustaches.
That's a good fucking start.
I've had a specific type. I don't know why we're getting into this, by the way. I should get it change the topic. But I had a specific type of woman that I usually go for, and I'm trying to change that up.
Searching. Oh, you're mixing it up a bit.
Yeah.
That's good. You stick this. You could cut this and put it in your Tinder.
Declan grew a mustache as well. It must be a running thing,
I
isn't
don't
it?
know what. He's definitely copying me for sure. Like
Must be.
That's right. He does have a mustache. Fucking copying boys.
He suits it as well, I think.
Ah, yeah.
Would you suit one?
Nah, man, I man's shit. I don't really suit my beard being this long either. It's usually a lot shorter, but
Grow it out, fuck.
I was going to do the whole November, but
Me and you grow it to Christmas.
I left my my razor and stuff over in Bristol because I'd slept in whenever we were coming home from some PFS thing from work.
Would you use a blade or a
And I've got the electric trimmer in there, so it's still stuck in Bristol, so I have to pay to get my bag home.
Me and you grow the beards to Christmas.
Right.
You had a massive beard for
I
us.
still have a nice big fucking beard.
It was cool.
I enjoy it. It keeps you warm in the winter, like, you know, whenever you don't want to put the heat on.
Does Clara like the beard?
She loves it. Like. Yeah.
Does she?
I'd love to buzz cut my head too, but
Just-
unfortunately my
So fucking
hairline's just not that great for it.
Andy. You don't have to do very much, like in the morning time. I don't really.
I know, I'm jealous of that as well. Like, you just get up and put the clothes on and get
You get the soap in your hand, you go. Do the whole thing.
watch this scone of mine here. Just tell me this. What would you change in Marafelt? What's the one thing you'd change about Marafelt to make it better? Can be anything.
Cinema.
Cinema. Great.
Dude, there was one here, wasn't
There
there?
was
Take us needed here in Marafelt.
it makes a good town better, doesn't it? It saves you the, especially me, man. I've no driving license, so it's very hard for me to get to Cookstown these days.
You'll get the test at some stage.
What was the one in Marfa? Was it like a chain or was it?
Don't know. It was that was I think it closed
That's
in like
years ago.
'98 or something, wasn't it?
Last film you seen of it?
George of the Jungle.
I think it was
101
Casper.
Dalmatians. 101
It
Dalmatians.
might have been 100. Is it
me,
Casper
it was
100? I've seen both of them in that cinema, but I don't know which one.
This is George of the Jungle.
I was sitting there with a friend, I think we were with my mum, and then there was a rat there, and then there was like a
See,
rat.
I heard
Was
100
it a
different.
shithole? Was it?
No, I've heard 100 different reasons why it closed. Like I heard it used to show porn after hours, and then I heard like this
I hear
is
that too.
This is the rumors,
heard
and
that.
then
That's a good-
there was apparently rats, and then there was mice,
After hours.
and
We were
man,
just sitting there.
I would
like,
love to know which is the real story. Like, because you never know.
That's fucking deadly. I never knew that.
Why would people communally come together to watch porn?
I don't know. But there's
Like in the queue to get your ticket. I hear this is fucking. This is a real good one. I've been waiting for this for a while.
there's swingers all over the country, like, so you never know.
Comparing tissues and stuff as well. Oh, you got the double play with you, lad. Like, here,
Big spender.
you boys walking in here, have a good one, lad.
Nothing really as seedy as a pair of fucking men walking into a cinema to whack one out of it.
That one just doesn't sound right, but you never know.
You know, at the end of the film, the zip usually goes up on the jackets, and you hear it. The fucking zip. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, the government.
Fuck.
What do you think of the government?
What government? We don't have one at
Oh
all.
fuck! We don't.
The Irish government, Jesus, they're getting some touch in Dublin.
Here, what's going on down south?
It's mad.
I only
isn't it?
seen that.
A child got stabbed. Like Kieran was me the other night.
Three children get stabbed. 3 children.
3 children got stabbed.
And a woman.
And people are very divided apparently. Like, there's people that the people that rioted.
It's to do with the immigration.
Aye, because they think that there's people that for the immigration and for this now
supposedly caused the stabbings or something. My take on that is why the fuck are you splitting fucking businesses?
100%.
Immigration.
But
Okay, let's go steal some shoes and Foot Locker.
There was a foreign fella stabbed them children, that woman and all. But there's also a foreign fella which jumped in
Aye.
and stopped them stabbing anybody else
There
and
really
all
is.
that
It's
there.
just
So
it's just human beings.
so you can't say all foreigners are bad when the next foreigner is jumping in to save them. You know, it's just
No,
people.
that's not what they were arguing about, though. I don't think,
Well, that
was
wasn't
it?
the argument.
There was it was for there was illegal immigrants coming into the country. They flooded all the like hotels and stuff like that there apparently,
I
and
heard
people
that
are
as
just
well.
getting fed up. And then I think it's just the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't really understand why they're looting businesses or anything like that there, but apparently that was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
Something to do with the Irish government are supplying immigrants with all these different housing
Yeah.
arrangements.
Oh, yeah, and they
And there's housing
they were
crisis.
And then there's homeless on the street. Like, you can see both sides to that.
100%. You cannot like it's not the right
can't
call,
see-
but maybe it's necessary for what's happening for them at the moment. I don't know.
I don't see it on the side of fuck's sake, don't be letting them in. My take on it is fucking fix the country first
Yeah,
before you start letting people in. Please, you're welcome whenever we have a functioning fucking society.
My take on it is, if I go to a different country, I want to go there and work and make myself better and all that there. So if they want to come in and work and make themselves better, fair enough. But if somebody's just coming in just to, you know the way people's taking the boat from France to England because you get the dole, you get treated better, you get the free NHS. If you're coming over there just for that there, don't come in. But if you're coming in here to work and make yourself better and do a better life, you know, if you're coming in to make yourself better and do a better life,
Aye,
come on in, you know.
the balance.
It's the word, we're only here for 80 years,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't know. I just think that whenever everything's very, very tense at the minute. Like, and it
Everyone's
seems
very
very
close to that, isn't it? Like, because it seems to be super divided.
on everything. It's
Everything.
on absolutely
If you
everything.
say one thing, people think, well, they hate immigration or they
100%. You can't speak without somebody jumping down your throat and say, oh, this is your opinion. Whenever it could be completely irrelevant, it might not be your opinion. But
And I think
and then people are too fucking scared to say.
yeah, and I think
well,
this is
what I think.
the conspiracy theorist coming out in me, but like, I think that's what's going on is that they want this division. They want this division. They want people to fight against each other so they can do whatever the fuck.
Divide and conquer.
That's
It's the oldest thing in the world, divide and conquer. You know, but
I don't really get what the agenda behind the whole thing
Yeah,
is. You
but-
hear everybody saying that there's the government this, government that, and these conspiracy, but nobody's actually able to give you a clear-cut reason as to why they're looking to divide everything. Do you know what I mean? I think it's just people being fickle as well. Like, and that.
no point in worrying about them ones down south. What about the fucking ones up here? We don't have a government.
That's it. Whenever Mr. Beatty fired in some suggestions of topics to talk about, and the first one was government, and that's why I said, like, what government? Like,
it doesn't exist.
There's, you know yourself, like, there's so many things that need done, and we can't do anything at the minute because
It's completely fucking.
Like,
I just don't get. I don't
business.
get how the fuck you can still take a wage for a year, or what is it now? At this stage, 3, 4. Fuck, I don't know.
Like, I don't
But I don't
understand
understand
like how Sinn Féin can shout about the DUP in this here. Because Sinn Féin did it for 3 years beforehand too.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I
the pot
agree with
calling the fucking kettle black ass.
I agree with that, but
You know?
you need to admit as well that the time that we're in right now is a far worse time to be bringing down a government and being
It might be
stubborn about
it might be a worse time, but they still brought down the government and been stubborn about it. And for those 3 years, it made our country worse.
Like that.
Yeah.
So then we had 2 years of government,
that.
which wasn't getting much better. Then we have another fucking year and a half or something, which isn't getting no better.
Yeah.
And them cunts just need to catch yourself on, start talking.
Clear them all out.
Clear them all out.
Clear the whole
I vote John.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
You'd need to rework the Good Friday Agreement because it's just dated now. Do you know what I mean?
Not fit for purpose.
No, definitely not.
I told you my idea was clear the whole fucking thing out, get all the issues, 100 issues, whatever it is, on the whole of our country.
Heard this too.
You've heard this too? And we just send out a public ballot for the votes, and everybody votes on what's important to them.
I don't know if that would work.
I know, like, in principle it sounds, no, you couldn't do that, John, because this, but when you get down to the fucking bare
Half of
bones.
us are fucking idiots.
I know, but when you get down to the bare bones of it, if you have a list of 100 there,
And then how do you vet what's most important?
that's been voted on in the house. So say I'm sitting in the house here, and this party or whatever released this big ballot, and there's 100 things on it. You preference, your top 5. Go number 1 there for that.
Yeah, but you've 100 of these to go through.
What?
You've got 100 of them to go through.
You've got 100 to look at, but you only give like say 5 or say 4 or 5 of like, that's my number 1, that's my number 2, that's my number 3. That's important to me.
Right.
And then they're all collected, they're all counted, and then at the end you have a massive big board that tells you what's most important to everybody in the country, and that's the first thing you deal with, and then the second bit, and then the third bit, and then the fourth bit, in that order, in nobody else's order but everybody else. The people's choices. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, what's important to them, and that's a fair way to do it, rather than getting all these parties to be involved.
But the thing is, see, was that like RHI scandal, right? That's why Sinn Féin went out. But they came back in to government without even the RHR scandal fucking sorted.
Aye. I
So
think she fucked off the GB News.
she fucked after GB News, so it wasn't even sorted when they came back into government. Then you're like, so you sat out for 3 years, that wasn't sorted, then you come back in and you're like, I don't care if you're the DUP, Sinn Féin, UUP, SDLP Alliance, whatever, it's just fucking shite.
It's swept under the rug too.
I'm a bricklayer, and if I'm rained off next week, I won't get paid for it. So why are they getting paid for 3 or 4 years doing fuck all?
It's fucking madness, like. Absolute joke.
We're paying for that.
Aye, it's our tax money.
Fuck that.
And that there's why, I'd say that there's along the same lines of why they started burning fucking down south as well, because not down to the same thing as like their government's on the same way as us, but the feeling of the government is what's creating this tension down there, I'd say.
Feelings are causing it, like, and people not fucking being right about it.
Should we start rioting then?
Let's fucking
Before us walk out the flags and just start chucking.
Breaking the flannel base, it's still on the train base.
They have bin balls downstairs, there's a good start.
We'll go to the middle of town, we'll get a fake rope, and we'll just...
Petty for losing eggs.
Fake rope every road out of Marfell. Just keep everybody in it. You start leaving fake rope.
We'll build a wall around it and charge Castle Dawson for it.
National living wage. Did you chat about that yet? He's mentioned it a wee bit.
I saying that to you. Like, can you imagine it? Or no, it's the national minimum living wage or something.
Yeah, but
it's like 11. Isn't it like 11.44
Is that an hour?
an hour?
The jack what a fucking 16-year-old gets.
For it's like
$4.
It's fucking madness.
Oh,
I seen Kieran Bartlett mentioned it.
I seen that there. I was like,
Could you imagine, like if you think about it logically, you looking at your life and thinking my time is worth £11.44. Like, that's madness.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I just don't get it. I don't get how you can value somebody's time so minimal.
Yeah. Again though, but how much would you do?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't make it, and
You admit you need a smarter person than all of us to fix it, like.
but I don't understand how somebody can make 11.44 an hour or whatever. I can't even mind what it is.
Who's getting that? Is that like?
That's just what your national living wage is. So for you to live is what the government have put in place to say this is what like your time's worth.
Yeah.
In a job, like it's standard.
wouldn't even get you 4 pints or 3 pints.
That's what you.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
$4.20 a pint.
I love how you're metric on pints, like.
Aye, but
do you go for a day's work and go,
Fuck, I've heard about 50, 60
That's
that's a good day, 50 or 60 pints.
If I take them 15 pints away, put the groceries in there, then I get groceries and pints.
No, but think about it. That's how I see. Like, I went to Norway a couple of years ago, and I was thinking to myself,
They do fuck.
a pint
So
was
expensive.
£9.25 or something. I was like, their wage has to be like, their day wage, if that's their price of a pint, will have to be 30
something.
30.
Or?
Because I always class your wage has to get you 3 pints.
Their standard, I think their standard like annual salary is like 40 grand or money.
They have a universal.
40, 50 grand.
That's what I was saying. A lot of those countries have some class B systems in place, and I was chatting to a girl from Finland, and they have it in place. She was like a researcher on a project I was working on, and I was like, "What's your system like over there?" You know, I was chatting to about politics here and all the shit and stuff, and she was like, "They have like a national, like a minimum, like universal wage, living wage that everybody has at a minimum." And that is enough, you know, to have a night, like a comfortable enough, you know, existence. You know, enough for your groceries, enough for that, enough to pay for your, or enough to do all that.
See, that makes sense.
They have a minimum, and it's not a minimum wage. It's like a comfortable enough, you know, level that if you're not working or you're getting paid, you're getting it, and that is enough, and they've proven that it fucking works.
But that's the way it should be. But a person like that, their time's not being valued at like 11.44 an hour.
I seen the other day,
It'll be
somebody was
more.
looking £1,000 a month for a fucking house, 4-bedroom house.
Where is this at?
Marfelt. And that was,
Jesus.
like that was 700. Then it went up to 8. Now somebody's looking 1,000. You know, because everybody's.
That's ridiculous.
That's serious.
What do you think would be a good yearly wage for you all to be
70 grand.
happy? Is that the goal? Or is that
70 grand, you'd have a comfortable enough life
70 grand supposedly, is that per person or per household?
per person. I think that's what you need to have a real comfortable life.
Supposedly there's no scientific fact or calculations. I don't know if it's this country, but 70 grand is supposedly the sweet spot where you've enough, you know, in terms of
You're not struggling.
stress level.
You can start a family. One of you can stay at home.
You can afford everything, and things would be comfortable.
You know, somebody can stay at home and look after the instead of somebody.
that's a high wage though.
I think actually,
70 is. But
It's higher than my wage anyway. It's double or triple in that
if you
shit.
think about it nowadays, you see outside of outside the UK, like that's not an overly massive wage. Like,
No, you're right.
here
70 grand's very, very
Their
doable.
wages here are very, very low.
Northern Ireland,
Yeah.
like if you're hitting, I'd say 40, 45, you're starting to get a bit comfortable,
Yeah.
a bit more comfortable.
100% die. But I think if you want, that point of starting to become comfortable, and that point of being comfortable, that if you want at the end of the month, you can say, do you know what, we can get a Chinese.
Aye.
You're not thinking about it because the money's there. You're just like, right. If you want, you decide you're going away that weekend, you can do it because you don't have to worry.
I can do it by looking at brick here, right? See brick in this country, you get 50p a brick or something like that there, right?
Yeah.
In the south, Dublin and all, pound a brick. Scotland, 80p a brick, you know.
What's it in England?
England's in around 85p too. Here's, you know, it's all near enough the same place, but we get 50p.
Fuck,
You know,
that's mad.
that's, say you're doing 300 or 400 brick, that's a brave drop every day.
Fuck it is.
You know,
It's 30 quid off 30p off every brick. It's fucking crazy, lad.
then you take your tax out of that there.
So if you go down south, you the wages jump up that much, yeah.
Even to Dundalk, all you have to do is get to Dundalk there, you're a pound a brick.
Fuck.
You know?
Jesus. Some fucking jump.
Get the boat to Scotland, 80p a brick, you know. Here's just
backward as fuck. That brings me on.
that's no government.
That brings me on to my next question. Is a good one here. Good debate. United Ireland, New Ireland, or North of Ireland?
Just go north. Fuck the rest of
Let me
it.
hear what it is. What I say is what I mean by that.
I think New
United
Ireland.
Ireland's United Ireland. New Ireland is changing it from being called United Ireland, for example, to a new way of establishing the whole of the island.
I think New Ireland.
Oh no, listen, a new way to establish the whole of the island, you know, make it that everybody's comfortable, obviously you want that. Or, fuck that, North of Ireland.
North of
Change
Ireland.
from Northern
Fuck
Ireland
it.
to North of Ireland, and just
be rid of it.
Just make the North a fucking great place.
The South don't want us and England don't want us, so fuck it, just have our own.
Nobody fucking wants
The
us.
Republic state of
I'm all
Northern
about
Ireland.
New Ireland because like
Why
Ireland's
don't you?
fucked too, so it is, you know.
Do you don't think it's gone too far? Not too, like. Do you don't think Northern Ireland's gone too far into the future, and so is Ireland? And it's now like there's no point in us being together anymore.
Yeah.
Economically, of course, you know, patriotism. You want to be Irish, and I'm all for that, and I'd love to see it. But in terms of us living in this country, we're talking about all the problems we have, and the South as well. Like, it's just, I just think we need to think a bit smarter about it.
Be a great gateway into the Europe and the UK as well. You'd have this place booming.
You'd have north of Ireland into like a wee fucking Monaco.
It would be unbelievable. It'd be fucking class.
Saying it's booming, it's the worst fucking run place.
50p a brick.
50p a brick, you know. at least if we join into New Ireland, I get a pound of brick.
North of Ireland's 150 a brick.
So we'll go for the north.
Exactly.
It's all about that brick.
That fucking brick money. That's what this episode's called, brick money.
Brick money, for sure. It's a good way of looking at it, though.
We're only here 80 years. You go. I'm here for 93. Like, you know, I'm determined.
He's looking after himself well enough.
93 years of age.
But like, say, what were like the north there, and what were we saying there? I've confused myself.
You're talking about living to 93, and then you're talking about the north of Ireland. And the north.
New Ireland or
We're only here for a short amount of time, so you might as well make what you can and live your best life.
North of Ireland.
No point in well, if I'm getting more money from New Ireland, I'm going there. But if I'm getting more money from the north,
If you're getting more from one of them, you'll do it. Like I get that too. I think you should just like even Marfelt. I personally just want to fucking have a nice town. You know, make it as good as we can. Like same as the country.
like whenever you look out there, look at that. Just big tin.
Just big what?
Just big tin roof and shit like that there. Like just
Fix it up.
fix it up.
We're starting a fundraiser for that roof. Let's get our fucking funded, boys. 50p each.
How's the coal plunging going, Stephen? Speaking of you living to 93, you still doing it?
I'm still doing it. I was trying to do it once or twice a week. I was going to say once or twice, but see the last while it's getting real cold.
This is when you do it though.
The water's sitting not at the minute. It's not freezing. It's not freezing over because I have the old thing and all. But I thought it would have been freezing over. But I have the old thing around it, you know, to keep. But then you lift the thermometer out. It's like 0 degrees, and you're going in, and I sit in there for about 10 minutes. Just put on music. I put on a hat so the heat doesn't go. They say more heat goes out of the top of your head. So I put on a hat to keep the heat in the top of my head. You know, I just sit there. By about the 7th minute, you're shaking like a shitting dog. So you are.
Class after.
You feel class after, like, you know.
You hear a lot of people just doing that in their morning routines now. They're just getting plunging and out again.
How long does it take you to heat up afterwards? Does it take you long? Or you don't have a lot of body fat, to be fair.
It all depends. Usually, like when I come out, I have their ab rollers, so I'll do 50 ab rolls straight after.
You warm yourself up actually.
So I'll warm, then I'll give it 5 or 10 minutes and jump into the shower, you know.
Fair play, man. I always struggled with that. I could never. I can do it, but not for very long. Not for 10 minutes.
The thing is, once you go and you put yourself down, it's like you nearly feel like it's like shield around you. You know, you get so cold in, like nearly like a sheet. You can feel like where the water's touching you, but as long as you don't move, it doesn't get any colder. If you move your arm, you're like, ooh, that went up the armpit there.
What do you call it, Viking cold dippers with Chris Finlayson and all that group. And I remember like going into the water and you'd be going in, oh fuck this, why am I here? But then after a while I loved it. Every Sunday we used to go and you'd go into it and you'd just be down to your neck and you're like, I don't want to open my arms.
You open your arms.
As soon as you go like that, it's just whoosh, just fucking freezes the pits of you like.
Then you close it again, then you reopen it.
And it's a fucking nightmare.
I used to do it like we would every so often we'd go to that sauna place in Benone Beach.
Oh yeah,
You went to the ocean and then you go back in. But we would always move a lot. I always find moving a lot helpful because you know actually warm yourself up. But I suppose it's a difference from you being like a wee tub.
the waves will move into you anyway.
Exactly.
You know?
There's more movement going on.
The thing about it is, if you jump into cold open water, it's very easy to drown. Because your body shocks like.
Did that nearly happen to you in Splash?
Never.
You fucking drowned in Splash?
Never in my life.
Michael Colgate brought that up.
He did.
Look, all I'm saying is he pushed me. Saying that's all. I was at the top of this slide. It was fucking cold, and I was in hospital a couple of days before, and I told them that I was meant to be doing this fun one, and they were like, "Don't be doing it." So I'd done it anyway. So this is where the backstory comes from. I can fucking swim, right? let's just leave that. Let's just leave that out there.
This story's coming back to me now as well.
But I came flying off this here ramp and hit the water, and I went and swallowed water. And that water was fucking stinking.
Oh yeah, it is stinking.
So it wasn't nice water to be swallowing, and then panicked.
Did you feel like a flesh? Like, did you like?
Well, apparently I could have stood up.
he could have stood up, and he was about, I would say, 4 foot from the edge where somebody, like I had the rope, I was pulling myself out, and he was about this much from behind me.
All you had to do was turn around.
Well, I didn't even realise till somebody says, "Oh, he's drowning," and I looked round, and our boy jumped in. I could have just went like this here.
It's class that you could have just stood up.
Perk here.
I don't believe that, but
That's what
who am I to know? All these guys that were telling me I could have stood up were 6 foot.
True, yeah, I get that. I get that a lot too.
Fuckers.
Well, he could have stood up and jumped a wee bit.
At this stage I was trying to catch my breath because it was fucking freezing. It was so cold.
No. Michael almost drowned whenever we were at that Benone Beach thing as well.
Sauna. Did he drown in the sea?
In the sea, yeah. Well, the current...
Who's Michael?
My brother. There was an undercurrent, really bad undercurrent that day. It was like very stormy weather. It was raining and stuff. And we went out, and he went out really quick. Way deeper than us, and then we were about waist level, and we just felt the undercurrent. It was like, holy fuck, this is so strong. So we just started heading back in, and then we realised Michael was where it was like at his chest level, and like you could feel it from even from knee deep. You could feel that water that was coming. Like that would have took me. Oh, it had to just jump a wee bit, and that was taking you out. Like,
You've been in Scotland.
Where was that at? Up in Benone, you said?
And then Michael, I'd say if it was anyone else that wasn't as strong as Michael, I think they would have drowned. I would have drowned. I would definitely been dead. But I turned round as if to like go and help him, and then I stopped myself. I was like, well, you're going to fucking die too. Like, you can't, there's nothing you can do.
Michael, yeah.
So all you had to do was just watch and fucking pray, because all you see is the waves getting, you could see him, then you couldn't see him.
Were you sitting there like that?
I was like, fuck it. I shit them more than he didn't panic. He said he didn't feel his panic, but I came out.
I seen a thing on Facebook there where there's it's called rip current or something, where the waves come in and it goes like this here, but you're meant to swim to the side of it. Instead of swimming straight in, you're meant to swim to the side. So you come out of it, because they come in like this here, then the rip current goes back like this, but if you swim to the side, you can get in far handy.
You eventually get out of the rip current.
The sea can be a scary fucking place, like.
Man, I don't like open water. Like.
Humans have only seen 5% of the sea.
I know, we don't know what the fuck's going on. Did you ever see the research missions they did there years ago? And they, like, I think they did submarines, and they popped, like, these cameras down to, like, near the bottom, as far as they could go to the bottom, and they found all these new species of fish, and they're all, like, glowing. So they were at the very, very bottom, and you know, like, animals adapt to their environments. So these ones were really sensitive to light, say, and whenever they were down that deep and that dark, they obviously had to, I don't know, Darwin's theory, they had to, like, adapt to the environment and glow, so that they could see, they could actually travel through there and see everything around them, and their glow helped them see it. It was fucking mad. I think there was maybe 10 or 11 new species just found from this camera. Just dropped it down to the bottom of this one area of, say, the sea.
That's
nuts. I haven't done it anywhere else.
Did you ever see, like, the real deep fishing Japan does? They've got a pile more fish than they never even knew they had, because they drop the net down real deep fishing, because, like, they've already fished the top of the sea. So they're going deeper.
Oh, the dolphins are gone.
And they love fish, like, so they, you know, and you see all these different species, and I seen some in the market, so I was like, look at that there, that's one ugly looking bastard of a fish.
Yeah, he's just going crazy, I think that might have been the same one we seen,
Could be.
to be honest.
Would you try? You definitely wouldn't try like a weird fish. You don't like any fish, do you?
Not fussed.
Do you like eat fish fingers? Would you have a nice fish finger? No.
If that's all that was in the house, I'd maybe eat it.
We fish finger sandwich, lovely.
Nah, it's disgusting.
I like fish, like.
Same.
Stinky tuna is all I would probably eat.
I was
tuna.
Dawson's there recently, you know, Castle Dawson. Fucking deadly.
See if you get good fresh fish, like it's hard to beat.
So good. Scallops.
Yeah, I've never had scallops.
Unreal.
I've never had them, but I always see them in Gordon Ramsay shows, like, and they look class.
Scallops, always cook on scallops.
But they are proper, like they're just a chunk of meat, aren't they?
Yeah, they're quite a meaty fish, and they don't cook them too. Like if it's done right, don't cook them too long. So it's like butter. It's so beautiful.
Who cooks in your house?
Depends.
Cook each other dinner.
Sometimes.
What's your speciality? You go home from work, fuck, hope Kieran makes that tonight. Vice versa.
Steak. You're always hoping for steak, but what I like spag bol, like that'd be my go-to.
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry. Would you be good at making it?
Not bad now.
Would you like it, the steak?
And I like home cooked more than I would like eating out, probably. I think.
How do you take your steak?
Medium rare.
That's a bit much.
What do you? You like charcoal, do you?
No, just fucking throw in the flames. No,
It was you that was blue, wasn't it? You like yours blue.
I like it pretty rare.
Still moving.
Just fucking kill the cow and cut a bit off and throw it at
So
you.
good, man. It depends on the steak, obviously, as well, though, because like some steaks are meant to be cooked more. And I've made that mistake before.
Also, probably goes down to the grade of meat that you're getting as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, because there's some steaks I've had and I've cooked it rare and I've been like, it's so chewy, it's just, it's not nice. It depends on like the meat or the fat content on it.
Do you know where it does unreal steak is? We've been a couple of times, like there's been us and a few of the boys and stuff like that there. Is Tap House in Blahy. Tap House in Blahy.
They do a steak night.
We were at their steak night last week and the rump steak's as good as fillet, man.
Yeah, rump steak if it's
very good, like, and it's just there's no fat to it or anything. Yeah. It's great.
That's a nice steak.
Did you see their wee thing at the back? The wee area at the back?
Oh yeah.
Smoking area, did it?
Damn.
There's a wee smoking area, but we had a few pints and then there's these swings on it and I was on the swings and nearly fell off. Just wrecked it.
Wrecking the fucking place. Should have just happened.
I had what they call it there too, crispy duck pancake.
Oh man.
Fuck unreal.
Is that the Chinese?
No.
In Tap
House, yeah.
Really? Was it good?
Oh,
I didn't have it. I'm not a massive duck fan. I like shredded duck.
I love duck.
Duck's twang.
It was real big, like meaty bits.
Oh man.
I know, that was my starter, so it was.
It's hard to beat like if you go to the Chinese and you get the duck pancakes, you know, the starter, it's so dear.
Shredded duck, isn't it? See, I got it up in the harbour or Neptune and Prawn. It's good up there.
Yes.
But other than that, there, like duck itself, like duck fillet, I'm not a massive fan of it.
Yeah,
it's got like a twangy taste or something. It tastes a wee bit weird. Then
I go into the tavern and all there. I'd get like the duck salad and all like that. You know, they were real nice.
LJ's food's good. Like it's like good homely food. Do you know what looks good as well? Have you seen that there? Chip in Mrs. Brown's, the Christmas fry or festive chip.
Mrs. Brown's
stuffing turkey, ham, and chips and then gravy over it.
Pork sausages.
And pork sausages, like wee cocktail sausages.
I was in Belfast yesterday and me and Stephen were trying to get somewhere to eat and we were going to go to the common market. It's going to sound super cheap, but we were heading to the common market and they were taking money to get in. They were like, this is always free to go in the common. You ends up being in the market. It's like, it's always free in there. And we were like, fuck, we're not paying to go to the common market. pay more money to get more food.
Market.
So we left and then we went somewhere else. And then on the way, actually we went to the Christmas market. And when we went home, we were chatting to Katrina and she was like, you know that was just £1 to get in. It was probably some charity thing. But we were like, fuck this, we're not paying. But apparently there's a chicken place does really good chicken burgers in that common market. Yeah. And they're doing like a festive fried chicken burger. Oh my god. I bet
it'd be good. I like a good chicken burger. Like,
it's hard to beat a good fucking chicken burger, but it's like stuffing in it, cranberry sauce.
Take cranberry sauce out.
Do I like cranberry sauce?
Cranberry sauce.
No,
I'm not a massive cranberry.
That's the only thing we've agreed on, like the soda bread and all we don't agree with.
Lads, give it a go.
No.
With your Christmas dinner, just put a wee bit It's that wee tangy sweetness.
I get that, but it's not. I'm not a massive fan. I don't think. I've had it.
Cranberry.
Here, have you had the? Never mind that. Have you ever had the? You know, the sandwich out of Friends. You know the
moist maker.
The moist maker. I've always wanted to try that. Like, I think that'd be a good sandwich.
I've seen like a wee Instagram reel.
How to make it?
They made it like a really good, really nice bread, and it just.
I bet you it's fresh. If you have good bread out there, I'd say it's a fresh sandwich. Like,
that's good.
I was going to say there, who makes Christmas dinner?
Ma.
We all
the whole
family goes down.
Usually
Shauna's cooking her own now, I think, so she has, she has a couple of wings and all.
Big enough family now that
doesn't look like it used to.
But it's wild crack down there, you get everybody together. Shauna will call down after.
I have the same routine on Christmas. You go out the night before, fuck Christmas, rack it, come in completely dying, then you come in Christmas, we all meet up, go for a few pints, and then I don't know, but in the last few years everybody's been singing happy birthday to Jesus.
Right.
So it's good, like, good fun.
Who do you call that video off at JP? We were all sitting there, happy birthday.
There's about 20 of us. Like, there's always a big crowd that goes in Christmas morning. Then I'd go down to Ma's, we'll get dinner, and then I'd just KO for a couple of hours.
Where do you go Christmas morning for the pint?
LJ's usually. LJ's are cozy,
I think the Flax that opens the odd time too.
Does it?
I've never seen the Flax open for Christmas.
It used to, anyway. I remember coming in here one.
But I wouldn't be that big of a regular in here. I like drinking the Flax. The pints are always good, but I wouldn't be that big of a regular that it would come. You have to.
Are you sure Rosemary would open that place on Christmas?
Do you know where does really good beer in Marfelt is Coachman. Like, their beer's always really, really good.
Coachman's always great.
It is good.
Really good stuff.
Beer's really, really
I like their gardens class too.
Beer garden.
Yeah.
One of the best, Marfelt.
But sure, this time of year, do you need a beer garden?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
You have a Guinness cave out there. Well, where's the best Guinness in Marfelt, do you think?
Best Guinness. You always stick with Bryson's, like, don't you? The rugby club's quite good too, though. And here's quite good as well.
I'd say Flax.
Well, it'd be here, Bryson's or Club.
And that's probably where I'd put them in. Here, Bryson's Club.
You need to try this Kilkenny now.
It's unreal.
Well.
Tavern does it. I haven't had it in Bryson's yet, but the one in the Tavern's class. Would recommend.
Speaking of Christmas, lads, have a good Christmas.
Same to you, man.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much for the crack today. It was great that everybody in Marfelt now knows who Kieran Neeson is. And Stevie, third time back, I think nobody else has come on as much as you, so congratulations.
Like I say, trilogy.
There's no prize, just thank you for coming. You enjoy yourself, folks?
I had a great time, I'm very comfortable. I feel like
very cosy. Rosemary put the heat on, it's fucking lovely.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Really
So you good pints on you.
There's something
there.
No, fantastic. You had a good time?
I had a fantastic time, John. Thanks for having me. And thank you
good
for
time.
it as well.
We always do.
Again.
Well, I've done the trilogy now. You can't
take the piss now.
You brought fucking back up now.
Give me a year.
We'll call this new series the Sunday Sermon. We're just bringing in
After Mass.
After Mass, just.
I wonder if the bells were heard in the side.
I He was sitting, setting up the sound earlier, and the bells were going off. Like a wee one, just sitting. Anyway, lads, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Hope everybody enjoyed that. Shout out to the Flax again. Shout out to all our 400, 500, 600 listeners, whatever you are now, and all the new viewers as well. Looking forward to more guests along the way. And hope you all enjoyed yourself and got a lot from that conversation. I took a lot from it. Very, very intellectual conversation.
Was it?
For me, it was anyway. I really enjoyed it. And hope everybody enjoyed it. And we'll cue the board on.
Yeah.
And up the fucking rainy old boys.
Yes.